Hi, everybody. Psalmist David here. To encourage you, this is Fresh Bread. We have a word of encouragement, and then some music just to encourage you on the harp. All right, so Fresh Breads. We've been looking at lessons in the desert, and we have a very brief one today, but a very important one because we've dealt with going up to the promised land and uh, doing exactly what God says and trusting Him as we move into the promised land. God is bigger than our giants. We are not as big as our giants, but God and us, we have the victory. So we're going to trust Him. Now, what happened in Numbers after they did not go into the promised land, after the children of Israel were afraid of the giants and they listened to the 10 spies against the word of the 2 spies, and so they turned back, and so they failed in that first attempt. But then they went ahead and tried to make a second attempt and tried to go in, even though the Lord said, do not do this. So this lesson is, if for some reason you make a mistake and you don't get in the promised land the first time, if the promise that God has for you, you have done something, you've messed up, you've fouled it up, you have to stay with the Lord's plan. You cannot decide, well, this is what God wanted anyway, so let me just still force my way on through. There's some things that the opportunity is offered one time. That's why it's so important that we walk with God. Trust in the Lord with all our understanding, lean not on our own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all our heart, lean not on our own understanding. It is really important with some big things that we don't mess up. There's some things we do not have a second chance. Not that the Lord stops loving you or that your life has no more purpose and so you may as well die. No, but there's some things that there's one opportunity to get it right. I want to be faithful to my wife for my whole life, so I stand before God. Lord, this is a wife that I started with, and I just want to get this right. I'm really playing that very well, so that, when I say playing, living openly with her, so that we don't get that wrong. Now, there's circumstances which happen, and different people, different strokes, different folks, different things happen, and then life doesn't go in a straight line. But as much as is within me, I'm trying to make that possible. There are several other things, but it seems that after God has set you up for a promised land, a very big thing in your life, that you have one opportunity to really get it right. And I just want to encourage you, we can do that. We can get it right. We can be focused enough and serious enough about God to step into promised land first time and not have to miss the mark and then come around again. Because what the children of Israel did was, after he said, no, you can't go, they decided, let's go in anyway. And of course, God was not with them then, and they got chased back and slaughtered. So let's get it right the first time. There's some things we can make a mistake on, and simple things in life, and we get it right the second time, the third time, the fourth time. But other big things, let's get it right the first time. All right? And then God will take you on from there to other great things. Because remember, stepping in the promised land was the start of a whole set of things that were to happen. And the children of Israel, the children of Israel, they were the ones who, Joshua and those, went in and did great things and saw great things. And we're still seeing the benefits of it today. So God is great. He's taking you places, people. He's taking you places. Walk with Him. All right? Great. I will go with you, oh God. I will put my trust in you. I will lean not on my own understanding. I will lean on you. Because you have the words of life. You have the way of understanding. You alone are my God. So I will walk with you. I'll walk with you. Amen. Let's walk with God. Do it right the first time.